We're doing a village board meeting on November 16, 2020 at 6 p.m. And we are doing this virtual because of the COVID-19. So let's do a roll call, please.
Trustee Zalick?
Here.
Trustee LaRocca?
Here.
Trustee Gieser?
Here.
Trustee Fruzzoloni?
Here.
Trustee Schwarze?
Here.
Trustee McCarthy?
Here.
Mayor Savarino?
Here. A pledge allegiance. Everyone, please stand and place your hand on your heart. I pledge allegiance
To the flag
Of the United
States
States
of
of America and to the
republic for
which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible,
with liberty and
justice for all.
Thank you. There a motion to approve the minutes of our November 2nd, 2020 village board meeting?
So moved. Trustee McCarthy. Trustee LaRocca.
Tia, call the roll.
Trustee Zalick?
Aye.
Trustee LaRocca?
Aye.
Trustee Gieser?
Aye.
Trustee Fruzzoloni?
abstain.
Trustee Schwarze?
Abstain.
Trustee McCarthy?
Aye.
Tia, do we have anything that came in today that from anybody that would like to talk about the listening post?
We did receive one listening post submission. However, it was after the 5:30 deadline. I do have it available and I can read it if you would like.
Well, it's fine with me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fine with me. Yeah, exactly.
absolutely.
Okay, thank you. For the 11/16/2020 Village Board meeting, Debbie Reha. Bars remaining open for indoor dining. A friend of mine who runs the pub in Carroll Stream not only is remaining open and disobeying the governor's order to stop indoor dining, but she just texted me that she has a reservation for 20 people tonight and is not even limiting the number of people. I currently have COVID and have been isolating for 10 days now so that I don't spread it, and am furious at her negligence. I realize I am not a resident of Carroll Stream, but my mother, who is 80 years of age, does live on President in Carroll Stream. So consider this a complaint from her if necessary. Thank you. And I will email this to the board after the meeting.
Excellent. So none of us are in that 20, so we don't have to worry about what's going on. This thing is a lot that's very out of hand right now, so I could understand where they're coming from. So is there a motion to establish a consent agenda?
Rick Gieser, so moved.
Second, Trustee Fruzzoloni.
Tia, call the roll, please.
Trustee Zalick.
Aye.
Trustee LaRocca.
Aye.
Trustee Gieser.
Aye.
Trustee Fruzzoloni.
Aye.
Trustee Schwarze. Trustee McCarthy.
Is there a motion to establish a consent agenda? We did that. Mayor, Tia, would you please read what is on the consent agenda?
Yes. Staff reports and recommendations. Number 1, release previously identified fiscal year 21 general fund budgetary savings and cutbacks totaling $2,001,800 due to anticipated revenue declines with the coronavirus pandemic.
Yes.
Yes.
Trustee LaRocca, yes.
Number 2, approval of a contract for professional engineering services to perform a Phase 1 hydrologic and hydraulic study for the detention restrictor retrofit project to Rempe Sharp and Associates, Inc. in the amount not to exceed $22,491.
Yes.
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 Number 3, approval of an employee leasing agreement with GovTemps USA for contract clerical services for the period November 23rd, 2020 through April 30th, 2021.
Yes.
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 Number 4, award a contract to Winkler's Tree and Landscaping, Inc. for tree trimming services in the amount of $27,484.58.
Yes.
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 Number 5, motion authorizing the village manager to enter into agreements with certain employees to serve as auxiliary snowplow drivers at a straight time rate of $22 per hour.
Yes.
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 Number 6, receipt of 2020-2021 snow and ice control plan.
Yes.
Received.
Received.
Next, ordinances. Ordinance suspending the requirement to purchase village vehicle stickers effective April 30th, 2021 for the next renewal period scheduled for July 1st, 2021 through June 30th, 2023.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
I would like that off only to explain what we're doing.
Great idea.
Okay. Number 2, ordinance reinstating the illicit discharge detection and elimination ordinance.
Yes.
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 Okay, that is ordinance number 2020-11-41. New business, number 1. Approval of a raffle license and waiver of the fee and manager's fidelity bond for the Knights of Columbus NFL Championship Weekend and Super Bowl Weekend fundraiser to be held at Corpus Christi Catholic Church starting December 1st, 2020 through February 7th, 2021.
Yes.
Yes.
Payment of bills. Number 1, regular bills November 3rd, 2020 through November 16th, 2020.
Yes.
Yes.
Number 2, addendum warrants, November 3rd, 2020 through November 16th, 2020.
Yes.
Yes.
Number 4, report of officers, treasurer's report, revenue, expenditure statements, and balance sheet for the month ended October 31st, 2020.
Received.
Received.
Okay, I1, I'd like to talk a little bit about the vehicle sticker and why we're not going to have a vehicle sticker fee for this next year. I just want to make it clear that because we're not doing it for this next year doesn't mean it'll never come back again. One of the things that the board talked about with the staff when we did the budget and we were short money, we had that in, we put the property tax on. We said if we had a balanced budget, we would waive the vehicle sticker. Well, we have a balanced budget, but it's because we got CARES money of about $2 million to help us balance that budget. So being the balanced budget came in the way it did, the board and the staff decided, let's waive the vehicle sticker this year and hold that in reserve for the future rather than have to increase or add more to a property tax. So I just want to make that clear. This went away for this year, but that doesn't mean that if things don't get better and we don't keep shopping Carroll Stream and spend our money in Carroll Stream, we have to figure other ways of making money, and that would be one of them. So right now we're in good shape, thanks to the staff and the board working together to create a balanced budget, which is almost unheard of in the state of Illinois. With that said, anyone want to add anything to that vehicle sticker? You all fine with that?
Oh, fine.
Thrilled. Absolutely thrilled we were able to do it. Great job by our staff.
Well, everybody, and that was a good thing. It was something that we talked about, that if we had a balanced budget, we waive it. That's worth about $700,000 when the smoke clears. Of course, we have an investment to have them printed and the labor it takes to sell them, but the people are in the building anyway. But with this virus the way it is, that was another thing that we talked about. Do we really want to bring a lot of people in buying vehicle stickers right now? It's not a very good idea. I think we've hit the peak. This time it looks worse than round one. I got news today of two of my friends' wives both passed away, both from COVID, and another one's in intensive care. and this is ugly. These are really good friends of mine, and they're scattered all over. So I'm feeling the pain right now with all of them. So with that, is there a motion to put those items on the consent agenda?
So
Moved, trustee
moved.
McCarthy.
Second, trustee Frizzaloni.
Is there a motion to approve those items by omnibus vote?
So moved, trustee Geezer.
Second,
Tia, call the roll.
Trustee Zalick.
aye.
Trustee LaRocca.
Aye.
Trustee Geezer.
Aye.
Trustee Frizzaloni.
Aye.
Trustee Swarzy.
Aye.
Trustee McCarthy.
Aye.
So we go into report of officers.
Mr. Mayor, I think we only took one roll call vote.
Oh, yes, I apologize. We needed two, correct?
Correct. So that roll call was to place those items on the
Consent agenda.
consent agenda, and then the next motion would be to approve by omnibus vote.
We
Okay.
had to vote.
So they did that. They
We
need to
did.
vote on I-1 as off the consent agenda.
I don't think
Yes.
whether,
Yes.
did.
off.
I kind of jumped ahead and went to the next one. I never did get the roll call vote on the consent agenda.
correct.
You're right, Mr. Rhodes. I only asked for one for two, so it should have been, is there a motion to put those items on the consent
Trustee
agenda?
LaRocca, so
And I
moved.
didn't ask. I went right to the next one, so.
Right. That
You're-
was to place on, trustee McCarthy moved and Mary seconded.
Correct.
And then Rick.
So,
And
and
then-
then there was a second motion.
For
So-
omnibus vote, that was Rick and Zalick.
Correct, but there was only one roll call, so we need a roll call on
Right.
the approval by omnibus vote.
You did call the name and right, but I didn't, I jumped ahead. So yes. So, okay. So we don't all go to jail. We need to vote.
Correct.
Oh my God, I'm telling you. I'm glad you can't see me right now. I'm crying.
So we
So
need a
Tia-
roll call.
Yes,
Yes, Tia,
roll
if you'll
call
call
vote.
the roll on the omnibus vote.
I will call the roll on the omnibus vote. Trustee Zalick.
Aye.
Trustee LaRocca.
Aye.
Trustee Geezer.
Aye.
Trustee Frizzaloni.
Aye.
Trustee Swarzy.
Aye.
Trustee McCarthy.
So I guess we can go to report of officers now.
No,
now-
we have to vote on I-1, correct?
I won, correct.
Oh, okay.
So I make a motion to accept I-1.
Second,
Trustee Geezer.
trustee McCarthy.
Tia, call the roll.
Trustee Zalick.
Aye.
Trustee LaRocca.
Aye.
Trustee Geezer.
Aye.
Trustee Frizzaloni.
Very aye.
Trustee Swarzy.
Aye.
Trustee McCarthy.
Aye.
That is ordinance number 2020-11-42.
So I guess we can go to report of officers and we will take trustee LaRocca first.
Just a clarification, one clarification on the ordinance numbers. They should be 40 and 41. Or I'm sorry, 41 and 42. Is that what you said, Tia?
Yes,
Yes, but I flipped the order because of when they were approved.
Right. Okay.
Trustee LaRocca.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mayor. First of all, I want to welcome back, officially welcome back trustee Frizzaloni. You're looking good, and my wishes for you are continue healing and get back to what was normal. Mwah.
Thank you.
And you are welcome. Secondly, trustee Swarzy, is your election official?
It won't be official till tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Well, then I want to congratulate you on your apparent appointment to the DuPage County Board 6. Well done. Good job.
Thank you.
And now it's time to roll up your sleeves and get to work. Congratulations there, my friend.
Thank you so much, Johnny.
You're welcome. Colvin has just exploded here, and as the mayor said, it's much worse than and what we were dealing with the first time around. But I would just ask everyone to please be careful. Wash your hands, wear your mask. Just be careful with everything that you do. This stuff is obviously serious and we're losing people left and right. And one is too many. So just please be careful. Let's get this thing under control. And with everything shut down, I would ask you to please support Carol Stream Restaurants by ordering out. The people that work there need to keep a roof over their head as well. So if it's possible for you to do that, I personally would appreciate you ordering out. We try to order out quite a bit, which is a good thing. Then my wife doesn't have to cook. That being, that'll be the end of my report. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, trustee LaRocca. Trustee Geezer.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. I would like to echo trustee LaRocca's comments about wearing a mask. Do wear your mask. Let's take this seriously, everyone. Limit your gatherings and do practice social distancing. As the mayor said earlier, this seems to have been coming in with a vengeance this time. So please take this seriously, and we can battle this. We can do this together. I do want to thank, I failed to do this at our last meeting. I want to thank the staff at Spring Trail Elementary School for having me judge their Halloween car parade. I want to thank the mayor for, he was originally invited, he asking me to represent the village and himself at this event. It was a terrific event, and it was great to see all the families in a socially distanced way. It was terrific to see all the families and the children and the staff at that school. I also would like to say, I should have said this at the beginning, welcome back to Trustee Frusaloni.
Thank you.
And congrats to Trustee Schwarzy on his apparent election to the DuPage County Board.
Thank you.
Good luck in your new role, and don't forget us here in Carol Stream, because as we always do, we like to work collaboratively, and I'm sure there's going to be a number of projects where we're going to have to work together. And finally, I just want to wish everybody a very happy Thanksgiving next week. That's my report.
Thank you, trustee Geezer. Trustee Schwarzy.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So I'm just gonna, today is my last village board meeting since I joined the board in 2007, May of 2007, and I was asked by the villager if I wanted to have sort of a resolution and stuff at today's meeting, or wait until we can meet back in person. And because I wanted my wife to be able to join, and because I wanted to say goodbye in person in this role, I chose to wait till a future date to I guess say my personal goodbyes to everybody. But I will say this. I really just want to thank everybody. I mean, from the staff, in 13 and a half years, we've all served together for so long. I mean, and I know Trustee Zalek is fairly new, but he was with the village for 20 some odd years, and I'm in my fourth term. Mr. Mayor, you're in your fourth term as mayor, and 2 terms of trustee before that. I think Trustee McCarthy's in his 5th term. Trustee Geezer's in his 4th or 5th term. Mary Frusaloni's in her 3rd term. We've been working together for so long, and to me, that's a testament to that we're doing the right things. We're not. The reason we get turnover is because people move on to do different things. It's not because the citizens have been unhappy, but and I'm really, really proud of that. Thanks to all the people of the Public Works Department over the years, Al Turner, Phil Modaff, Matt York, of course, Ron and Jason. I am forgetting his name. Who was the supervisor, the assistant supervisor. Bob Miller, help me out here.
Ron Rowan or Jason Pauling?
No, years ago. He left, I
Oh,
don't know
Mike
about
Ciaramella?
Well, yes, Mike Scarmella.
too. So thanks to, and of course, thanks to all the troops over the years that I've worked with at the Public Works. Thanks to the police department. You know, Chief Willing was the chief when I first started, followed by Chief Orr, Chief Saylor, acting chief, and now Chief Holmer. Wonderful job. And certainly the police officers are very near and dear to my heart. I work with them on a very close and personal level, and it's just been fantastic. Thanks to all the staff, all the department heads and all the staff from the top all the way down to the bottom. It's you guys made it easy for me. It's been a pleasure. And you guys on the board, you know, I said this when I was campaigning for county board, that we don't always agree. Me and my village board in Carroll Stream don't always agree on stuff, but we treat each other respectfully. We talk about things, and you know what? We're friends, and that's, you know, and that's why our village runs so good. You know, there's no animosity. If we don't agree, we talk about it, we share our feelings, and then we move on. And I'm really proud of that, and that's something I promise to take with me to this next level. And then finally, I have to thank the residents of Carroll Stream. You know, I don't know what their noise is coming from, but as certainly as a firefighter, paramedic, as a village trustee, as the public education guy at the firehouse, as someone who's coached youth sports and served as a Rotarian, the residents is what makes this, you know, what makes our community go around. I mean, it's all about the residents, and we're all serving, I think, for the right reasons, and I'm humbled and by their support, and I will promise to continue working hard for you guys in my new role, and I'll always have this soft spot for Carroll Stream, so you guys reach out anytime you want. I'll be here for you. I'll be on the county board for you. And one last time, I just want to remind the citizens to please shop in Carroll Stream. Thank you.
Well, I don't even know what to say to you, except thank you for all that you've done for us. And I really hate to see you go to the county board, but I really feel it'll be good for us having you on the county board. You have been a pleasure to work with.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor, as have you.
Trustee Zalick.
How I can follow that. But congrats, Greg. Welcome back, Mary. The Carroll Stream Police Department Social Service Unit is busy making preparations for Christmas sharing. Guests must pre-register to participate, and registration begins November 16th and runs through December 4th at the Carroll Stream Social Service Unit at the Police Department on the second floor. You need to register between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. Monday through Friday. If you cannot make those times or would like to volunteer, because Santa needs little helpers, you can call the police department and ask for social service, or contact them directly at 871-6280, 871-6280. I'm sure your help will be helpful. And secondly, there's a blood drive coming up this week, November 19th, between 11:30 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. Bersetti Blood Center of Illinois and the Carroll Stream Public Library are teaming up to save lives with a blood drive. You can contact the Carroll Stream Public Library for an appointment, or walk-ins are welcome. The difference is you didn't need an ID to vote, but you need to bring a photo ID to give blood. So, and finally, I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving, and that is it.
Trustee Zalick, thank you for your report. Will they ask you, or will you have to take a COVID test before you give blood?
I believe there are stipulations with a positive test. You can't give blood within a month, and a negative test, I think, is still 14 days. But you can probably contact Versetti Blood Center of Illinois or the Carroll Stream Public Library. They might have more information.
Thank you. Thank you for your report.
And Mr. Mayor, I do believe they'll be doing antibody testing with everybody. I thought I read that.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you.
Blood donations will receive a COVID antibody test.
Very good. Trustee Fruzzoloni, glad to have you back. Let's hear that report.
Thank you. First of all, I just want to say from just sincerely to everyone, thank you. The last 8 weeks have been extremely difficult. I'm still recovering. I had very major surgery, and it's going to take time, probably another couple of months. But I got the clearance from my doctor to be able to do board meetings, and I'm thrilled to be back with the board. Thank you so much for covering. This is what we do. We take care of each other. When one of us can't make a meeting or something happens and we can't be at a meeting, we cover for each other. So that has meant absolutely the world to me because I could focus on my recovery and some other family medical issues that have been going on. So thank you. The prayers have been immensely helpful. I just, all I want to just say is truly thank you to the board. Trustee Schwarzy, this one's going to be hard. I know you and I had a nice phone conversation, and the only advice that I can give you is what I told you on the phone. Stay true to yourself. And that's what's really important. You've been a great colleague on this board. It's been an honor to serve with you. And as you move on to the county board, yes, please don't forget Carroll Stream, but stay true to yourself. Especially when we get into the bigger politics than what we have in Carroll Stream. You know what's right, you know what's in your heart, you know what's best for the residents, and you're going to do a great job. So we are truly, truly going to miss you. One thing on Christmas sharing that I just wanted to point out is that they are not going to be doing a food drive this year. That was a huge part of the Christmas sharing. They had food drive set up for collection sites at all the schools. They will not be doing that this year, but there is ways that you can help. I believe Caputo's and possibly Jewel are collecting food donations. You can purchase like a bag of groceries that will go over to Humanitarian Service Project. Humanitarian Service Project and Northern Illinois Food Bank are going to be participating and helping with the food donations for Christmas sharing. So you can still help. And I can tell you, I've been in contact with Humanitarian Service Project, and they are really in need of either monetary donations so they can purchase the food that's needed for the food bags that the families will be needing. Or please, Caputo's does a great job. They already have like prepackaged groceries. You can just check out and just pay for it there. And then it goes over to Humanitarian Service Project. So please, they still need help with the food. You just can't make donations at this time for the food donations for Christmas sharing. COVID is tough. Mr. Mayor, I offer you my very most sincerest condolences on the loss of your friends. COVID is difficult because I think we're at that time where people are getting complacent and they're getting fed up and they want their lives to go back to normal. But I know firsthand what it feels like for COVID to hit me personally. I lost an extremely dear friend to COVID. It is with a very heavy heart that I announced that one of our police volunteers, Karen Sabadukwa, passed away very unexpectedly last Tuesday. I've been in close contact with her husband as well as with the Park District. Karen has been a police volunteer with the Carroll Stream Police Department and the CERT team since 2014. She was a part-time employee of the Carroll Stream Park District. I actually hired her in 2013. Karen was the type of person who gave everything. I mean, she was the first person to volunteer and the last person to leave with cleanup. She literally touched thousands of people's lives because one of the things that she loved the most was to do special events. So I will truly miss seeing her on the 4th of July parade because her corner was right at the kickoff of the parade, right at County Farm and Lies Road. That was where she always liked to be able to see everyone. The tree lighting ceremony was also another really big one that she was very involved in and loved doing. So I ask for prayers for her husband, Mike. She's survived by her husband and her 3 cats that were her children. At this time, her family has decided that we are going to wait until the spring to do a memorial service. I believe we're looking at doing possibly an outdoor service at Fountain View Recreation Center, but I am working with the Park District. Her family has very graciously asked to make donations. So they're going to be making donations to the Carroll Stream Parks Foundation, the Park District Foundation. And also they've asked what they can do for the police, and they're going to be making a donation to Special Olympics also in Karen's name. So I just wanted to let the residents know that her husband had asked me if I could just let everyone know, because he didn't know how to get the word out to literally thousands of people. She touched our lives, but there are so many families in Carroll Stream that she was part of their family traditions, their holiday traditions. So Karen will definitely be missed. She was a very integral part of our volunteer program. But I just wanted to let everyone know that we are planning a memorial when the COVID restrictions lift, and we're going to potentially be looking at doing an outdoor memorial service in the spring. With that, I just want to wish everyone a very happy, very healthy Thanksgiving, and it's great to be back. With that, I will end my report.
Trustee Frizzoloni, it's a pleasure to have you back. Thank you. I don't know how you feel, but you sure look good. So I'm glad to have you back with the troops.
Thank you.
Trustee McCarthy.
You're on mute, Matt.
There we go.
There we go.
Trustee Frizzoloni, welcome back. It's good to have you back. Trustee Schwarzy, I have no doubt you will excel on the county board because more than anything, you're a good person. All you have to do is the same thing you've done here for the past 13 years is make every decision based on the residents of DuPage County and not worry about everything else.
Thank you.
Congratulations, and we're proud of you.
Thank you.
Trustee Frizzolini talked about the Christmas sharing and the food. Just like things have changed, I mentioned at last meeting, we're not able to do stockings this year. Happily have been able to collect over $800 in donations that will go to the neighborhood food pantry, specifically for the Lutheran Church of the Master Food Pantry. So we are excited about that. And then today, Colony Park dropped off. They every year for the stockings, they collect dollars and $5 at a time from different residents. They collected over $225, and I let them know we're unable to do stockings this year, but we're going to go ahead and put it in an account that we have with the village, and we'll apply it towards next year, and be able to do maybe something different with our stockings. So thank you very much to the residents of Colony Park. I know there's a lot of people struggling there so for them to donate anything is just amazing. So I want to thank them for that. Carroll Stream, more than ever, our local businesses, restaurants, and locally owned businesses need us more than ever. This is the time, if you can stay local and shop local, they're in survival mode. Us going out of town hurts them. We need to help as much as possible. I know we don't all have the ability to take out all the time, but when we can, please do make an effort to shop all the local businesses who always have supported us through the years. So please look out for them and look out for our local businesses. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody, and stay safe, stay healthy, and let's move towards, get through the holidays and move towards hopefully a much better next year. And that's the end of my report.
Thank you, trustee McCarthy. Tia, do you have anything you'd like to add?
Yes, 4 days ago, we posted a State of the Village video on our YouTube channel and the front page of our website. This video was put together through the efforts of many different staff here at the village and a lot of department heads to give residents kind of an update on the different projects that we've been working on. It's about 8 minutes and it gives you a really good recap of what we've done over the past year. So I recommend taking a look.
Thank you. Did you say how many comments you've got so far?
Well, we haven't had a lot of comments. However, we've had over 460 views, which makes it our third most viewed video that we've ever posted on our YouTube channel. And that's
Well,
over several years.
Well, while I've got you on, thank you for the idea. That was a genius idea you had. We've been talking, Tia and I have been talking about doing one maybe every quarter based back out in the field to show people what's going on, maybe department heads. Being this one was received so well, we should have probably been doing this a long time ago, because the only people that come to the State of the Village are all the other taxing bodies. We don't really get very many residents. So this time we've already got probably 4 or 5 times, 6 times as many people have seen that than would have been at the luncheon. So my hat's off to you, Tia. Good job, and the staff. I want to thank you for putting that together. Mr. Rhodes.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just have a couple of things. Trustee Fruzzoloni, it's really great to see you back. Welcome. And Trustee Schwarzy, congratulations. What a wonderful, wonderful new position you're going to be going to. And last but not least, happy Thanksgiving to everyone. This has been one crazy year, but we certainly all still have some things to be thankful for this year. So let's hope that we have a happy and healthy Thanksgiving. And that ends my report.
Thank you, Mr. Rhodes. Mr. Muller, our village manager.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just have a couple of items. Just to piggyback on what everybody else said, Greg, congratulations on your election to the DuPage County Board. It's quite an accomplishment. We're going to miss you. You'll still be in town, but we now have 2 Carroll Stream residents that will be on the DuPage County Board, which is quite an accomplishment. Carroll Stream being one of the largest communities in District 6, so I think it's appropriate. And this will be my final reminder on this topic. Free leaf pickup begins next week, Monday. The last week for yard waste pickup will be the week of November 30th. It'll end that week going to November or December. More information can be found on our refuse and recycling page on our website. And then residents may notice that there are a variety of different utility vehicles and contractors roaming the streets of Carroll Stream. ComEd is doing tree trimming. NICOR is replacing gas lines in the village. The village also has a contractor, Utility Services Associates. They've begun our annual leak detection on our fire hydrants, system valves, and water mains. So we're trying to be conservative of the water that we use from the DuPage Water Commission, and find any leaks that we may have to make us more efficient. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. We'll see you after the holiday break. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Miller. Mary, glad to have you back. We missed you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I appreciate it.
I really wish we were alive together where we could all, well, we can't be hugging anybody anyway, but it's an Italian thing, but I can hug you. I'm hugging you right now on my iPad. Thank you for being back. And I just wish you have a good, quick recovery. That's all.
I'm working on it. Thank you.
Thank you. Greg, congratulations. I can't say enough about it. I mean, amazing, phenomenal. I mean, firefighter Greg, we're so proud of you right now. You know, and I think Mr. Miller said it and couldn't be said better. We are the biggest town in District 6, and now we have 2 representatives, and I think we have 2 good ones. We've sat together for a long time. I became mayor when you came on the board. I was at the fire district, I believe, when you first went on, and or maybe you even beat me there. So
No. You were there. You were there a couple years when I got sworn in 1999.
Yes, I was. That's right. That's exactly right. And I enjoyed my time there, and I enjoyed my time with you on the board. You're going to have your hands full. I appreciate you going there. I want you to know that you always have me for as a sounding board. Whatever you want to talk about, whatever you need, I'm there for you.
I will take you up on that, sir. Absolutely.
I'm open. Believe me, I'm seasoned like you are. Only seasoned with a little hotter seasoning sometimes. But congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'd like to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. It's going to be different than any Thanksgiving we ever had. Even our families are broke up into groups rather than bringing 25 or 30 people together with the kids. Some of them are in school. We have a nurse. We have 2 firefighters. So we can't bring everybody together. It just isn't going to happen. I said earlier in the meeting, I have friends that their wives passed. I have another one that's in hospice that will pass probably in Florida. We thought about flying them back, but we can't even do that. So that'll be, they're down there alone right now, which is heartbreaking for all of us. Plus, I have a whole bunch of other friends. It seems like today seemed to be the day for those phone calls. Who's got COVID? Who's in recovery? Who's on the ventilator? I mean, this is absolutely, totally out of hand. And I think we did this to ourselves. I won't go anywhere without my mask. I will not walk in a store. I wear my mask in my own office. I wear it when I'm in the village hall. We don't let anybody in the building where I run my business out of unless they ring the bell. The employees all come in. They all test every morning when they come in, have to put their head on the temperature thing to see if they've got a fever. They go to lunch and come back. If they go out and go home, because most of them live in town, they have to take their temperature again, and they like having the place locked down. We haven't had, thank God, any problems, but we really watch everything that we do. So please wear the mask. And shopping Carol Stream right now is probably one of the most important things that we could do. I've been trying to work on numbers to see where our tax money comes from, and it's usually top secret, but the restaurants produce a lot of money for us. So we really need to support our restaurants. I've had some call me and thank me personally, and I can't take all the credit. The board made the decision with staff about the liquor licenses for the first 6 months of the year. We worked together with Mr. Rhodes, our village attorney, to write an ordinance to make sure that at least half of the money that they pay for gaming licenses will be paid by the game operator, the one that owns the machines. That saves them more money, but it's still a struggle. 25% of your restaurant or whatever, now they may be just closed again, period. You can't survive on 25%. I don't care how you do the math, it's impossible unless everybody that you have, like your landlord and everybody, is willing to take 25%. I have a feeling that next year, this is going to be, I think we're going to be probably in lockdown for the next 2 months. And I don't mean lockdown completely, but I could see that the numbers right now, when you get that close on the hospital beds, we're in a danger zone right now. 1 or 2 more bad days, and we could be down to 800 beds, 700 beds. One bad outbreak, and we will have no beds left in DuPage County. And that's a bad situation to be in. So please, please wear your mask, stay 6 feet apart. I'm in the Jewel a lot. I'm in a lot of the stores in town. I'm in and out, just making sure the restaurants are okay. I'll go in and pick up food. Everybody needs to please remember to do that. And we'll all be healthy for Christmas when it comes. Mr. Miller, we're going to do another Zoom meeting like this, or whatever we call this. The next meeting will be done this way.
That is correct. The December 7th meeting.
December 7th meeting. So,
Correct.
And we will probably more than likely cancel the meeting after that. Is that correct? We
We're still
working?
Yes, we're still evaluating that. We're trying to load up on the first meeting and we're hoping to cancel the meeting the week of Christmas, yes.
Okay, we had some conversation today about the possibility of closing back down the village hall. Have you made any other decisions on that?
We had a staff meeting today and we will probably be shut down as we did in the spring, beginning next week, Monday.
Okay, I think it's more than probably we should have done it sooner. I agree with you. I'm glad we talked about it today. I agree 100% with the shutdown. It worked the last time, I think, to keep people safe and our staff safe. We've had our share of problems, and the last thing we need is for our staff to go down. So I know you'll be working and splitting back up your time, which I think is a good idea in case somebody gets sick. I don't want to lose 2 or 3 people in top staff all at one time. So today we were fortunate. I got to swear a police officer in this morning, and he comes with credentials and will be on the street immediately for training in our department. So that's a good thing. We saved some money and we got an excellent young man to come on our police department. So you'll be seeing him around town. So with that, I just want to tell everybody one more time to please wear your mask and shop Carroll Stream, and have a wonderful week, and we'll be back together probably in 2 weeks. So thank you. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second,
Moved by trustee Swarzy, seconded by trustee Fruzzoloni. Tia, call the roll.
Trustee Zalick.
Aye.
Trustee LaRocca.
Aye.
Trustee Geezer.
Aye.
Trustee Fruzzoloni.
aye.
Trustee Schwarzy.
Aye.
Trustee McCarthy.
Meeting is adjourned.